Hi everyone, I'm glad you're here. Thank you very much for joining me today. I hope everyone is enjoying their weekend. Today is Sunday, November 26, 2023. Looks like Yellowstone will be going off. I'm not sure when, soon. They do not have a prediction for when it's going to go off, but it's been sputtering there. A little dirty once in a while, not too bad. As you can see, some of the steam that's coming up is a little gray, which means that there is a little bit more heat than usual. So it's melting the rock and bringing up that material as the steam rises. We'll check back here in a minute. I have 4 monitors that I downloaded. This one here on the left is from the borehole there at the fishing bridge for Yellowstone Lake. The one next to it, Denny Creek. And then we got second from the right, which would be West Thumb. And then Madison River. The most recent earthquake that I saw was at 1920 Universal Time. You can see it right here on the spectrogram. They do have 2 marked in red. They have not reported any earthquakes since about 10:15 p.m. There at the park. That was by Stanley, Idaho. USGS said it was a magnitude 2.6. Let me bring this out so you can see the location. I don't know if you can see this drawn out in red. I believe that is the Sawtooth Fault Zone. Yeah. It is an east dipping normal fault vertical motion which runs along the eastern base of the Sawtooth Mountains in the state of Idaho. This fault zone was not discovered until 2010 using LIDAR radar, ground penetrating radar. They figured that it could produce an earthquake of a magnitude 7.5, maybe a little bit greater. But you can see there's been all kinds of earthquakes. And then off on, let's see, the left here, that is the Trans-Challis Fault Zone. That runs all the way up to Canada. So it looks like this earthquake here was a series of quakes. Yeah, you can see it there, and that's fault movement, sharpened points. Let's find the one at 5:15. Let's see. Oh, I didn't download it going that far back. Often when I download too much data, it won't let me do it. The farthest I got it back is 2206. And that would have been yesterday Universal Time. So we'll just do these that are showing up for today that USGS is not reporting. Let's see, 15:16 Universal Time. That would have been 15:16. That would have been at 8:16 a.m. local time. Let me bring this down a little bit so I can click the other ones. There's a spectrogram for it, and let's see how big that one was. And I'll bring it down so you can see it at the bottom. It comes in as a magnitude 1.91. And we'll look at the signature to see. Maybe it might have been a little bit bigger. Could have been a little bit bigger. No. But it looks like, yeah, probably fault movement and volcanic tremors. So again, I moved it, didn't I? There you go, 1.91. And there was one shortly before that. Let's look at its signature. Yeah, there was a small tremor before the earthquake, and then it popped. Okay, and let's go to the spectrogram. That one was at 15:08. So that would have been at 8:08 a.m. Mountain Time. And let's go there. Okay, a magnitude 1.50. All right. And then the next one, it looks like marked in red, would be this one right here at 8:12 Universal Time. So that would have been at 1:12 a.m. Universal Time. And it rattled for a little bit. Okay. Let's look at the seismic signature. Anyways, it comes in as a magnitude 1.80. Many of you that follow me know that West Thumb is the area where they did the scenario drill back in 2011 for an earthquake swarm and a tsunami. Yeah, there's a lot of little ones here. I'm just going to go to the spectrogram so we can see what was happening. Yeah, lots of small quakes, teeny tiny quakes. And I'll go down. This is what it was showing when I pulled the files a little while ago. Okay, and again, this is West Thumb. All right. Oh, Yellowstone's going off. Or it did go off. Boy, that's a short one. Yeah, between the time that I watch and the time that I click on it. Yeah, that was a very short duration for Old Faithful to go off. Oh, someone's actually moving the camera. Yeah, I didn't think they were watching. They probably realized it was going off the same time that I did. Yeah, at least we caught it, right? It's currently 3:16 p.m. Central Daylight Time, which would make it 2:16 p.m. there at the park. Yeah, not a very big eruption. You can see the heated water as it flows off of Old Faithful there, how it's steaming there on the ground. It's currently only about 26, 27 degrees there at the park. It's supposed to have a low tonight of about 4 degrees. About the same where I'm at here in South Dakota. It's been cold. Oh my goodness, cold, cold, cold. Yeah, I've been spoiling my squirrels. I've been cracking open the walnuts for them because I realized, I don't know if they got some kind of defect with their teeth or what, but it looked like they were having a hard time cracking the English walnuts open. So I've been taking a hammer to them and then taking the walnuts out so they can continue cracking the shells once I have them cracked and opened for them. Trying to fatten them up for the winter. They're pretty fat. They're nice and plump. They look healthy. But there is one that I showed before that has deformed ears, and that's the one that seems to be having the hard time cracking open the shells. Look how gray that is at the top there. Yeah. If you look at the trees in the back, looks like many of them are starting to die from the gases that are coming up. You can see at the bottom how white the bark is. Now, they're not white because of steam or frost or something from a geyser. Those there are in a area where there's no hot poles. Notice this one up over here at the side. Now that one is dying at the top, and I'll bring it over so you can see how they're dying. These all grew up during what was considered the quiet period. There's another one that's dead. Within the last 250 years, Yellowstone is recharging for another eruption. So the gases are coming up now and yeah, killing off the forest. Alright, looks like it's pretty well done, huh? I'm glad I caught that for you. Alright, back to what's going on. This here is the fishing bridge for Yellowstone Lake. That's the location where it's at. This is what it was showing when I pulled the files. Let's look at the seismic signature. Yeah, just fault movement. A lot of little tiny stuff. This is probably the biggest one, which I just reported from the West Thumb. Yeah, fault movement. Yep, see how pointed that is? And let's go to the spectrogram on some of these. I don't see any marked in red on this. Let's see here. We got a lot of popping. See that? Where the hot gases came up and the toxic gases, hot water I should say, and toxic gases. Little one there. Is that there? I don't know. I'll just look around. See that? Nothing really significant for the borehole. This is probably close to 550 to 600 feet deep. Yeah, let's take a look at the signature. Yeah, see, you can See how it went pop and pop. Lots of popping going on. Yeah, the lake is stretching. Yeah. I don't know if you heard my grandson in the back. He was saying, Mary Poppins. Okay, yeah, a lot of popping. All right, so again, this is borehole 950. This here is the monitor for the Madison River area. And yeah, look at the activity that was showing. Let's see, 2300, 5:30 Universal Time. That would have been 10:30 at the park. Yeah, we gotta look at that. And it's very shallow. These earthquakes are very shallow. You can see that by the coloring. Let me bring it over here. Okay. Yeah, look at that. Let's look at the seismic signature. Yeah. Yeah, fault movement. There is a little bit of activity here at the bottom when I pulled the files. Yeah, that looks like, let me make it bigger. Yeah, a mix of fault movement and volcanic tremors. Okay, that is fault movement. That there would probably be volcanic tremors. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, that is definitely volcanic tremors. Volcanic tremors is when the magma is on the rise. This is what it was showing when I pulled the files. Look at that. Kind of a pretty looking picture. Looks like something from some drawing type of mechanism. Yeah, look at the heat that came up. Okay, we'll go over here. It lasted quite a while, didn't it? And I want to go to the signature right there. I'll probably have to close it. Hate it when it goes little on me. Look at that. Yeah. Okay, and I want to compare this because this is Madison River with Denny Creek. Okay, I want to go to about the same time, 5 o'clock. Let's see, 5:01. You can see the line of melt, the heat coming up. We got 1, 2, 3, 5 lines of melt there. This was at 10 p.m. there at the park. And I wanted to look here because of what it was showing there at the Madison River. I went too far. Okay, we want to go to 5:15, 5:19, 5:14. Yeah, right in there. Let's look at the signature to compare it. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Those of you that follow me should recognize that. That is volcanic tremors. Yeah, the screw wave. Yeah, looks like a giant slinky, don't it? Yeah. Okay. And then there was possible screaming when I pulled the files. Let's see, right down here maybe? Maybe not. This is what it was showing just a little while ago. Okay. Look at that. Wow. Yep. So this is Denny Creek. So for some of you that might be new, down over here, this is Yellowstone Lake, bottom right corner. Up over here, we got Maple Creek Monitor, and then this is the Madison River Monitor. You can see they're very close. We got this fault line. I don't think it's got a name running between the two. I just got it drawn out. Yeah, just drawn them out. They don't have names. Yeah, a lot of activity. When Yellowstone had its last major eruption, now don't get confused with the minor eruptions that have happened since then. There's been over 40 minor eruptions. This is where it started, the major eruption. And there was multiple eruptions, which they classify as unzipping of the caldera. And it just went boom, 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 counterclockwise until it got down here to Heart Lake. And then that's when the two resurgent domes erupted, collapsed. The most recent eruption was down over here. Right there. Yeah. That one was about 71,000 years ago. That is Pitchstone Plateau. The lava there is over 100 feet thick and covers an area of the size of Washington, D.C. They say this eruption here covers over 1,000 square miles. History has a way of repeating, so you don't know. It might be up in that area, and that's where majority of earthquake swarms do happen, is in the Madison River area, Denny Creek area. Yeah, let me go to the spectrogram. Yeah, maybe right there, I don't know. Yeah, there's a little bit of screaming right there. 1359. So that would have been at 6:59 a.m. today. Okay, do I see anything else? I don't, but that doesn't mean there isn't something in there. It's so small, it's hard to see. You can see boom, 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 boom there. Yeah. We'll pull that. Volcanic tremors are going on there in the Madison River area. This is actually Denny Creek's monitor, but yeah, then we got some more right. Look at that. Yeah. Let's look at the spectrogram. Yeah. And more there. Kind of settled down and it started acting up again today. Going back to the Madison River area, got a little bit of pop in there. There's a small quake. That's shallow. Yep, that is shallow. And let's extract that, make that bigger. Yeah, that's fault movement. Okay. And got some little stuff here. If I can find it. I don't know. It's little. Let's see me try again. Looks like right there, but it could be a different spot. Oh well, it's little. And then a little one there. Somewhere in there. Maybe that's it. That one's deeper. Then we got more there. Can see a faint line of yellow at the bottom. And then when I pulled the files, let me bring this down. Yeah, this is what it was showing. Yeah. You know, they just can't predict when the volcanoes of any volcanoes will go off. They just don't know. It's like they're still waiting for the one in Iceland to erupt. And they're moving the camera again. They just don't know. And if Yellowstone does go off, they figure it would be at least the size of Mount St. Helens. Yeah, look at all the dead trees in the back. That little symbol means that the camera is trying to load. Yeah, we can look back in the back there of the upper geyser basin. Yeah, a little windy. We have wind warnings here. Up to like 45 miles an hour winds. Said we could lose power, but I think it's settled down a little bit here where I'm at. But it is cold, cold, cold. Yeah. The park is closed for right now. I believe they'll be opening up sometime next month for snow coaches and snowmobiles. So anyways, that's all I have for you right now. If any thoughts or comments or questions, please put it down below. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I'll talk to you later. God bless you. Bye.